Did you find that on the weekends? Because one of the things that got me was when I went to Malaysia and also to an extent Indonesia. When I was in Malaysia, when I came back, I got bullied a lot because all of my stories were about Malaysia. And I used to go around Malaysia, but it's just because for the last year and a half, everything that I knew was based there. And I had the same thing sort of, I didn't get bullied that time because I was 26, 27. Fuck off. And bullied me at 27. It was hard, Marlon. But the problem that I had was I had nothing in common with anyone. And all my stories were these exciting adventures. We would do stuff I have ridden a whale shark. That was probably illegal. My ex-girlfriend was a princess, literally. Javanese princess. Her grandmother abdicated, but technically it's in the bloodline. And, and things like that. And we were hanging out with the elites of Jakarta by default. We were doing all sorts of things. On a weekend we would go to Bali, or we would be in jungles. And the same thing happened when I was a kid. I was really lucky. My parents would make a point of taking us out to places like Fraser's Mountain and the jungles and stuff like that. And you come back home and it's just a village in Surrey, and everyone else around you, all they've done is play football. And I've swum with sharks, and I've been so lucky to do that, but at the same cost of living that I would have had, here relatively. And I found that, it made me quite isolated in many ways because I had nothing to talk about with anyone and they had nothing that they could really talk about with me. Right. And then I'd just go on and on about somewhere they've never been and have no real understanding of, other than maybe a holiday. Right. Did you find that when you came back from Jamaica?
So when I came back, one noticeable difference about me, I had a Jamaican accent when I came back to this country.
Really? I had an Australian one.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah. You're talking funny. I'm like, yeah, I probably am.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was terrible. So that was the worst one I've done so far.
It's weird when you're that young, you pick up accents so quickly.
Yeah.
So I had a Jamaican accent. So I remember being embarrassed about it, and I remember, like how kids are when you're different. They're like, say something.
Yeah.
And I remember people just used to be coming up to me, like, just say something, say that
Can
again.
you still do the accent?
No, I can't. I lost it.
Come on.
Because basically when I came back, no, I won't do it.
Come on.
No, I won't do it.
Well, the cool kids are doing that.
Yeah, basically.
I can't do it, otherwise I look racist. Actually, no, I don't. I look like Gary Oldman.
basically, when I came out to this country, the first thing I tried to do is just lose the accent.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
I feel a bit bad about that now, just because I see so many people that held on to their Jamaican accent, or they can break into the Jamaican accent. I just
was that intentional? Do you think, or do you kind of because accents change. I think that for example, I've noticed that hanging out with my now ex-girlfriend from South London.
Yeah.
I picked up a lot of what she was. I picked up on a few bits and bobs that she was saying. I think I'd say. Oh, I actually can't remember what she would say, but anyway, not off the top of my head anyway. But the thing is in it, I know, or allow it. I don't know, not allow it. She's not a HRV, but whatever. I digress. Sorry, I didn't mean to override you there. But so why can't you still do it occasionally? Actually, I say that.
I can say like one or two words or like phrases in the accent, but I just can't really say a full sentence. It's just weird. It's just. I guess when I picked up the accent, I wasn't like I'm going to try to pick up the accent.
Was it more like the culture just kind of came on?
Yeah, I went to school. I was going to school. I around all these kids, and then I just over time picked it up, and then
English is the native of Jamaica, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sorry to sound ignorant.
Yeah.
All right, okay, yeah.
So also we speak the patois.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is just broken English.
Yeah, because in Indonesia we had Bahasa Indonesia, and they've got like 300 different dialects, or 300 like thousands of dialects, but the main one is Bahasa. And this kind of brings me on to one of the points I was thinking about, was that that immersion in a different culture. Did you find that you grew? How did you find that affected your personal growth?
It was different. Like the whole culture was different. I never told you how I learned how to read and write.
Yeah.
I learned how to read. I learned how to write in Jamaica. I learned how to read in this country. So basically, when I was in this country in nursery, I was just being taught how to write. When they sit next to you and teach you all nice and everything.
Yeah. Between the lines, there's little rulers and the pen.
So I went from that to Jamaica, where they're not nice at all.
Well, they just sort of being like beat you up.
So basically, they will
start hitting you and stuff.
So they'll put like a notepad in front of you every day.
Yeah.
And then at the end
boy.
There'll be like a blackboard.
Yeah.
They write, then you have to write down what's on the blackboard in your notepad. And then at the end of the day.
But how would you know you understood it?
So at the end of the day, they'll come over and my notepad will be empty because I don't know how to write. And then I'll just get beaten with a wooden ruler. And that's how it was every day until one day I picked up the pen and I started writing.
I'd have picked that pen right up straight away. I'd be like, no need to hit me with anything.
And then
I've
they're
got
like,
very low pain
my
for
mum came to pick me up and they're like, yeah, you learned how to write today.
Didn't learn how to write. You just learned that you had to like draw what's on the bloody board because otherwise you get beaten.
Yeah, I had no idea what it said.
That's horrific. If someone hit my child, I'd kill them.
Yeah. It's interesting though that I had that.
Think I would. I think that's the one time where I wouldn't be bothered about how much I hurt someone.
It's actually interesting that I had that experience because also I'm only like 31.
Yeah.
But that's outlawed now. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, damn right you shouldn't.
You can't do that. You can't do that in Jamaica. And also that was outlawed a long time in this country. So we never. Our parents might have got caned. Yeah. But we never got caned. So it's interesting that
It's weird how it's a sex thing as well, by the way. It's weird how, like, you know, you sort of take it out of society and then everyone gets a bit turned on by it. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's interesting that somebody my age went through that experience out over there. Just like
because I mean, like, do you find that you've still got trauma from that or not?
No, not really. Not really.
Every time you write, like...
I just remembered as well, you can't cry as well in Jamaica. They'll sing this song, this little rap, this like rhyming song.
Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up.
So can't remember if it cry, cry, baby, mushandali, take off your clothes and go to bed. When your teacher call a big duppy fool, something like that. I can't remember.
Take off your clothes part. There's a lot of abuse in your history that we're about to uncover.
Yeah. I can't remember the.
Did you have to take your clothes off?
No. They'll just sing that to you if you cried. Everybody would just gather around you and just sing that. Yeah, I can't remember the full song, but that was the
Yeah, leave that one with your therapist. Fuck.
That's what they used to do.
That's crazy. I mean, I went to like the top private school.
That was a private school.
That was a private school. Yeah. Holy shit! Well, poor kids who went through the public one. I mean, this is the most YouTube thing we're ever going to do.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed our video. Please do like and subscribe.